Hello, and welcome to the second edition of SplashCast, a weekly talking head podcast for water and wastewater industry professionals. I'm Wadebridge, and this is what happened, week commencing 1st September 2025. This week, Ofwat has welcomed Chris Walters as its new interim chief executive and Helen Campbell as the new interim executive director delivery. Mr. Walters was previously the senior director for the price review, and Ms. Campbell was previously senior director for sector performance at Ofwat. These appointments, which commenced on 1st September 2025, were announced last month following the resignation of David Black as Ofwat chief executive on 5th August. Natural resources. Wales has announced that despite the change in weather, trigger levels have been met to move North Wales into drought status, closely following South East Wales, which declared drought last month. Yorkshire experienced some welcome rainfall over recent days, but Yorkshire Water has said it is not enough to positively impact reservoir levels. Yorkshire's reservoir levels now sit as 32.6%, well below the 72.7% average for this time of year, after an extremely dry spring and the hottest summer on record. The Scottish Environment Protection Agency has placed the Lower Spey and Berwickshire catchments at significant scarcity, bringing the total number of Scottish catchments at this critical stage to 8. The move comes after months of below-average rainfall that has left rivers at critically low levels. Last week, 6 other catchments were raised to significant scarcity, underlining the growing pressure on Scotland's water environment. Riley Foods, a Burnley-based slaughterhouse, has been fined £17,000 and ordered to pay £34,365 in costs. The sentencing followed a prosecution by the Environment Agency after the company was found guilty of illegally polluting a nearby watercourse with blood. The Drinking Water Inspectorate has issued Yorkshire Water with a warning letter following the installation of pipework that was not approved under Regulation 31 as part of a repair on a length of main. A warning letter from the DWI is often a first stage in enforcement, short of prosecution or enforcement notices. It gives the company the opportunity to address failings voluntarily before harsher action is taken. The DWI confirmed that following the event, which occurred in September 2024, Yorkshire Water has now put in place procedures to prevent a recurrence. The DWI also sent a warning letter to Southern Water this week after the water company failed to meet a deadline set out in a final enforcement order at Otterbourne Works. The step in the FEO required the company to install and commission new hypochlorite pre-disinfection dosing system, controls and monitoring, with a completion date of 31st December 2024. Due to a number of issues, the company did not meet the deadline set in the FEO, and the step was ultimately completed on the 25th of February 2025. This is the second warning letter issued to Southern Water this year, out of a total of just 4 letters issued so far by the DWI in 2025. Ofwat's latest consultation, Promoting Water Efficiency in Wholesale Charges for Business Customers, has been launched with the aim of promoting water efficiency for larger water users. Ofwat is reviewing current and potential wholesale charging structures for larger users and examining the rationale for offering discounts. The water industry regulator says it has also identified several options for how it might amend the wholesale charging rules to enable reforms aimed at better environmental and social outcomes. The Engineering and Physical Sciences Research Council Digital Health Hub for Antimicrobial Resistance, in partnership with Arup, Bangor University, and UK Water Industry Research, has published a major report, Antimicrobial Resistance and the Water Sector, Current Landscape and Recommendations. Antimicrobial resistance is the ability of microbes to withstand treatment with antimicrobial agents, such as antibiotics and antifungals. It is now a growing global health crisis, already responsible for an estimated 1.27 million deaths each year. While much attention is focused on medical and agricultural drivers, this report highlights the UK water sector's under-recognized but vital role in addressing the spread of AMR on an environmental level. That's it for this week. I'll be back next week for another episode of SplashCast. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.